architecture is not set up to be collaborative, not between firms. And if you go to a conference, architectural conference, as I did a couple of months ago, just go around listening to what people are talking about, it's almost exclusively about getting work and fees and fishing out, how people are doing. Always wanted to know how big is your company and what kind of jobs have you got on. Very, very competitive. We always had very strong ethics in the way we like to run the firm. It started about 20 years ago, where so much architecture was beginning to simply support creation of wealth, speculative building in order to create growth and profits for invisible investors, most of it. And we never really wanted to be part of it. We wanted to work in a way which added value to our clients, which created additional benefits to communities, to society. So one of the early decisions we made is that we don't want to travel a long distance to work. We sort of set ourselves a limit of about 70 miles or 2 hours of travel, and we quite religiously adhere to it. The idea behind that was to know the culture, to get to know a place, to get to know the politics and the culture of the places where we work, but also to set up a network of networks of people, so we can bring those networks with us. We can build on our knowledge and we can offer our networks to our clients. Again, partly to do with added value to a service. The way you decide to practice influences what the outcome of the projects are, and this commitment to working locally also means that we don't just accept commissions, we really generate our own work. We are very interested in opening up new areas, new kind of frontiers of how things can be done architecturally, spatially, and develop methodologies. And this is how we set up our strategy in Dewsbury to regenerate the city centre, the town centre there, which was completely destroyed by Ring Road, which was built in the 70s, and then they proceeded to develop retail parks around it, Sainsbury's and Asda's and B&Q, and that completely killed off the centre. The centre is empty. So we were invited in to work with the local community and the council to develop a strategy how to revitalise the town centre. And the strategy we developed was very much about building on what you have, making sure that the strategy actually belongs to the people who are living in a place. The strategy for the town centre was to set up a town team of 40 people, all volunteers, of just people who lived in the town, who took on the strategy. And we used a couple of tools which were developed by other people, by think tanks. One of them was something called plugging the leaks. It's a lovely concept. NEF developed this idea, New Economics Foundation. They basically observed how regeneration works and could see enormous waste. Because politicians want to deliver it before the next election. It's done without thorough understanding of a place. It's done to the people rather than by the people. A lot of effort, a lot of knowledge is leaked all the time. So they came up with this idea of plugging the leaks. So when you start regeneration, you make sure that you fix your bucket, so the effort that you put into it doesn't leak out straight away. A lot of urban strategies are big moves. You create ladder house or you create some other big new area. And here we're looking at a very different option.